it kills me, like, especially like how ridiculous this show got. And it really was because of the dynamic between Jim and Dwight. Like when Jim is being interviewed and you see in the background, Dwight's climbing the telephone pole and he's like, oh, he'll be fine. I made it up there.
Yeah, it was like 50,000 feet or 5,000 feet of this red spool like line or whatever.
It didn't like connect to nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And he's like, he got it for like $50 or something at a yard sale. And he's like,
dude, there's so many, like the whole, the fire, test, like, or the fire alarm. Like it's like that entire sequence is so insane. Like,
what is your favorite like couple of pranks or like maybe Jim and Dwight moments?
I would have to say,
we all have them,
dude. It harkens back to the whole sandwich thing. Like I love physical comedy, and I love whenever it's done properly. And I would have to say that the first one is Dwight not wearing his seatbelt. When Jim just slams on the brakes, and yeah, right. Just dude, it is like, because wasn't he talking? Oh, apparently the door wasn't closed all the way. Shut the door.
Sorry, Thor.
He was. I think he like rolled or whatever and knocked it open.
So. He may have. Yeah, because he's laying there.
No. So it's the physical comedy of that was so amazing, and it's just like it's because wasn't it the other one was he's like I'll be prepared if somebody tries to hit me in the front, and then doesn't Jim like actually slap him? Yeah,
and I know that was they did that a few times, and finally Rain was just like, dude, just commit, like just do it, and that little snicker that Jim gives is real. Like he was like, oh fuck, because dude, he didn't hit him hard, but he connected.
It's kind of like the whole Fight Club thing of like David Fincher looking at Edward Norton, and like, nail him in the ear. Like,
yeah. Yeah. So okay, so those two, and then what else you got?
Man, I would have to say that. Well, they're all good, and we're not going to hit every single thing that we possibly could. This podcast would be 5 hours long if we did that, but. I have to say that bathroom desk is dude, it is so good. Just like the fact that he immediately goes into work mode, like, Jim, I've said this to you 4 times. Like it's just like he's warmer, colder, hot. You are so hot right now. Like it's like that was. I could not imagine what it's like to be Dwight and go into work and knowing that Jim has some fresh hell waiting for you, and the fact that it's like even then he still is so dense. That it's like he's there to work, and it's right, incredible.
But he kind of brings it on himself a little bit. But
100%. Yeah.
Mine is the when he wraps the desk, he thinks it's all wrapped up. Yeah.
Watch when I unwrap it in 5 minutes. Like,
yeah, right. And then what does he say? He's like, oh, I'm a black belt at gift wrapping. He's like, that's not a thing. They don't give out things for they don't give out black belts for stupid things. Yeah. And he just looks at the camera. Like, and then when he impersonates Dwight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Dude, I fucking laughed so hard.
Better.
I rewound it like 7 times, man. I couldn't get enough of that. Michael!
That's funny. Michael!
Yeah. That's probably one of my favorites. And then when they do the security badges.
Oh,
he's like,
God,
this came out really well. And he's like, this is humongous.
Yeah, right.
He's like, I'm not a security threat, and my middle name is Kurt, not Fart.
Yeah, right.
Maybe we should take our picture together. Why? Well, saves time. We walk in together. Smile. No.
It is, dude. It's what's great about it is that the pranks got to the point that I was kind of like, again, like it was kind of that, I guess common sense mentality of like, Dwight, come on, man. Like, you run a beet farm and you're independently wealthy. Like, you cannot be this dumb.
Right.
But the comedy is that he is. And
that's all he knows.
Right. And I love Dwight for, I know this is kind of like, excuse me. I know this is kind of jumping around, but man, when he looks at what's his name when he was like, oh, I'm going to give you this amount of raise. He's like, I'll give you 8%. He's like 6%. I know what I'm worth. And it's like he wants to be paid accurately for his job, but the thing is that it's like he's not a slime ball in that aspect of like, no, dude. Like he's like, I know what my skill set is. Mm-hmm. That's not that. This is. Like he has this,
again by the book.
Yeah, he's this undeniable nature to follow the rules, and it's like it's so cool. Like just to see like how Rain took that character and just took him and then just cranked him to 1,000 the further that the show got. And like, I started to understand that Dwight is the hilarity aspect of the show. Like the whole Christmas episode of him dressing up as, oh God, what's his name?
Belschnickel.
Yeah, Belschnickel. Yeah, like, that whole thing, like it really became kind of like the slapstick part of the show where it was like, what's Dwight going to do?
Yeah.
Or like, especially if it's a Christmas episode or if it's a Halloween episode, like him being the Scranton Strangler and like all these different things. Like he was a character that was written to be unhinged, and it was so great. Like he's wonderful. He's amazing.
The thing is, I mean, I know you know this, but the fact of that John Krasinski was supposed to be Dwight, and he
could not imagine that.
Yeah, and that's what he kept saying. He's like, look, man, I really don't think my character is this. Like, I feel like I'm more this Jim guy, and he almost didn't get it, but he went and apparently auditioned for the Dwight role, and then went, can I please read something for, Jim? And they were like, okay, fine. And that's how he got it.
Yeah.
So, dude, him being Dwight, he could have done it. He could have done it. He's very talented. It wouldn't have been the same.
No, it's Rain almost, and Rain, I mean, no offense if you do ever see this, but he kind of has this look to him that he fits it so well.
Yes.
Like I could not see him being a Jim. I could not see him being a Michael. Like he has this aura about him and the way that he talks and the way that he, moves his face or does certain things. Like it is very specific that yes, this is the role that you were literally born for and you are knocking it out of the park.